Excitement, adrenaline, and it's time to gather around traditional arranged display of the hunted animals. It's also time for another episode of the new Eurohunters hunting program. Today, after an exciting but not very active high seats hunting, we'll go down and try to summarize the entire hunt. We will learn details of the organizational matters and safety rules. We'll ask how to deploy high seats so that the game doesn't begin to steer clear of them. Finally, we'll meet all the participants at the display, where we'll talk about how it went and what impressions will be taken home. So stay with us for another fascinating Eurohunters program. In the previous episode, we took you on a high seats hunt. Our brave hunters climbed more than 20 such high seats, where they hunted animals hiding in the woods. It was cold, rainy, but also abundant when it comes to the hunted animals. Przemek waited patiently for his chance, and it turned out it was rewarded. A beautiful boar was shot dead. Let's see how the others were doing.
Kolego, gratulacje.
Congratulations, mate. Thank you. We were very close to each other, as it was only a few hundred meters apart. Yes, it's true, we have heard your shots. You must have fired a couple of times. Yes, that's right. Some missed, some on target. So, how'd you like it? Positive, very positive, full of adrenaline, as always.
Bardzo pozytywne. Adrenalinka była, jak zawsze na polowaniu.
There was some adrenaline rush, but his hands didn't shake. Shots were fired, and they were on target. As one can see, beaters have something to collect, and the kill display will be full of amazing specimens. We have arrived at the spot where hunted animals will be displayed. They are unloading animals from the trailer. In a moment, we'll ask for their opinions. The hunters are probably very satisfied, as during the hunt one could hear some positive comments on high seats method, which sheds a new light on hunting, as it's an interesting alternative to the traditional one. It's a pity there are only few such places in Poland compared to other European countries. It can, however, change quickly, looking at the effects of 3 hours spent in the forest. For the invited hunters, such as Mr. Reporter for example, high seats hunting was a novelty. Here, however, it's a standard adopted from the Scandinavian model. As it turns out, this form of hunting has many advantages, the biggest one being safety and the results of hunting. For several years we have been going high seats hunting in the Swedish method, so to speak. It works quite well. The greatest advantage of such hunting is the safety and effects. Effects that we see after every single hunt. The key success factor is setting the high seats in the right place and the baciu that knows when to go, how to go and of course where to go.
Ustawienie zbyszek w odpowiednich miejscach, oraz nagonka, która musi wiedzieć, jak ma iść, kiedy ma iść i w które miejsca.
So the game doesn't run because why should it? Beating is calm, you might even say lazy. Roadies, wild boars and hares run through the forest stress-free. This gives the hunters time to assess the situation and to give a precise shot. As you know, you will see more from a higher position. But how do we deploy our high seats effectively and safely?
The
high seat placement is of crucial importance. In this case, there are no schemes. We need to adapt to the terrain conditions, the places where the game moves. Every spot is different. There's no pattern. We must adapt to the nature of the spot and change the position every now and then. Here we have 25 high seats, plus 5 slightly higher ones. Time to check what we have managed to win. The hunters that Saint Hubertus favored the most were rewarded with medals. In Poland, it is an indispensable tradition of each collective hunting. And as medals are rewarded, there must also be suitable music. During larger hunts, up to a dozen hunting signalers play at the display of hunted animals. Poland is a modern and tolerant country, but it appreciates the culture and tradition. Beautiful specimens. Many hunters who came to the spot from the entire Poland were very impressed with the hunt, which has already gained great popularity, particularly in Scandinavia. The success is based on an appropriate high seat placement and the beating, not rushed but calm, not stressful to animals. And the stress factor is also important, especially for the taste of the hunted game. But that's a topic for a separate program. This year we aim to complete a larger plan. At each hunt there is a lot of game, and there's no danger of not completing it. Do hunts in the traditional method also occur in your hunting association, or have you switched totally to high seats? Practically only high seats, but there are areas not covered with this system, but that's a small minority.
Na dzień dzisiejszy posiadamy 175 zwyżek.
Wild boars, roe deers and more. Looking at the display of the hunted game, we see that despite the weather, it was a day when our hunters spotted the animals well. Who knows, maybe one day this kind of hunting will become the most popular method in the whole of Europe.
Czy jest coś, co moglibyśmy przekazać kolegom?
Is there anything else we can say to colleagues in other associations to encourage them to hunt in this way? I strongly encourage you because we acquire more animals. It is safer, and during stag hunting you can perform a more thorough selection and give a precise shot.
Selekcję i na spokojnie oddać strzał i bezpieczny i trafny przede wszystkim.
Oh yes, very accurate what Przemek could see. One shot, one kill. Hunters praised the atmosphere of hunting. At the beginning though, some complained that it was kind of static and they didn't have a chance to explore the area. But when there's so much game at the display, there's nothing to complain about. On the contrary, there's a lot of reasons to be happy.
Ale myślę, że większość, jak rozmawiam,
I think most of us are happy with the high seats hunting. We don't stay until it gets dark. We hunt for 2 or 3 hours, we go down and go to the bonfire, and the display of hunted animals is very good. Each hunt we do in the high seats brings a similar number of animals at the end. I am very satisfied. Your areas are abundant in animals. Looking at the displayed game, this method is probably best for these forests. Yes, this is the Scandinavian method, and I would say that even in these meadows there's plenty of game to hunt for. The plan is for up to 400 wild boars to be shot during one season.
Prawie około 400 sztuk dzików do strzelenia.
Oprócz tej łani to coś tam jeszcze kolega
Apart from this hind, is there anything else you have seen? Yes, even a lot of things. I've seen 3 flocks of deers and beautiful boars, but at a greater distance. So the shot was just at the hind. At the hind, at the calf and at the doe. So there were more shots? Yep, at all of 3. So is it fun? Yes, cool, very cool.
Bardzo polecam.
Jak tam wrażenia po dzisiejszym polowaniu?
What are your impressions after today's hunt? Splendid, just splendid. Have you seen anything? Nothing but a roebuck in the distance. But do you consider it to be a successful hunting? Oh yes,
Ale
very
polowanie
successful.
uważa kolega za udane.
Za udane, bardzo udane.
Mam takie pytanie, czy wy też mieliście taką małą zwyżkę?
I have a
jak
question.
pojazdy?
Was your high seat as tiny as ours? Because I, with my second operator, could hardly fit there. Well, we fitted up there without problems. Did you? A square meter and you made it? No problem.
Dwóch zawsze daje radę.
One would go hunting like this every day. Heads up, there's a lady present, the only Diana in the company of hunters. She climbed the high seat and is also happy with what she was able to shoot.
Witam. Smacznego.
Hello, enjoy your meal.
Jak tam
Thank
dzisiejsze
you.
polowanie?
How's the hunt today? Very good, thank you.
Koleżanka?
Have you shot anything? Yes,
proszę,
at a
a
fox.
wrażenia
How'd you
generalnie
like
z
it?
takiego polowania?
Very positive. I like the sport and the hunting method.
Podoba się ten
Would
typ
you recommend
polowania, czy
it?
generalnie
I would
połowisko?
recommend it strongly.
Typ polowania.
Poleca koleżanka innym?
Polecam, zdecydowanie.
This was indeed a hunting at a high level, at a very high level, so to speak, and it's not only about the high seats. Who knows, maybe we are witnessing a start of a new hunting fashion in Poland. Many fellow hunters were surprised, but in a positive way. As you can see, it is worth watching hunters from other countries how to hunt effectively and safely. Today we've learned the Scandinavian method from our Polish friends. Who knows what we will learn next time? And that's all for today. We say goodbye from Polish meadows and forest that await to offer more fantastic adventures. See you!